Hi there, welcome back to our AI podcast. I'm Chris Lowe, product lead for Empower Apps. And joining me today again is Moacyr Galo, our Chief AI Officer and Head of sa.global Labs, our Innovation Center. In our last episode, we discussed the difference between AI for routine productivity and AI for true business transformation. Today, we're going to cover our vision, how our products and labs work together, and why service-centric firms can't afford to sit this out. Hi there, Moacyr. How are you doing? I've got my coffee here, ready for this session. Shall we make a start by just breaking down what we're going to do, what we're going to talk about, and our vision with AI?
Hi, Chris. Good morning. Yeah, sure. So continuing where we stopped it before, right? We and sa.global, we want to become this trustful long-term partner for our clients that basically will guide them on how they move from the way they operate today and how they will operate in the future with maximum efficiency, right? Leveraging the full potential of AI. And in order to do that, we have to apply some kind of a systemic thinking, right? So the approach that we are doing is just moving and unifying our siloed business data that our clients have into this additional single trusted foundation, right? Or intelligent layer. That's exactly the promise of our 4-layer approach that we are designing and implementing, moving from this fragmented data to a more corporate knowledge intelligence layer, right? And then transforming data and systems that our clients runs today from passive record keeping into this active agentic system, right? Driving efficiency for the future.
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about the layers and the 4-layer approach. So we got that kind of Microsoft foundation where we've got the Azure and the Dynamics, which we get all the benefits and investment from Microsoft that underpin our layers on top of that, so that we then add our evergreen IP on top of the Microsoft foundation, where we provide this data, this unified data across the platform, which is so key for AI in the higher layers and the applications as well. It's all kind of unified across the platform, which allows us then to build our Empower Apps layer on top of there. And kind of the Empower Apps is where I kind of focus on myself a lot, which is kind of building these apps in Microsoft Teams to provide this kind of intuitive, consistent UI to where the business user can spend most of their day. So we kind of try to provide this, all the data that the user needs, all the for their role, and all the actions that they need to perform as well, in this persona intelligence. So kind of bringing in AI as well to try and add value to the data and the actions, so that the business user can spend their day in Microsoft Teams in the Empower app with all the information and actions that they need to do their role. And then we've got the kind of next layers, Moacyr, which is kind of where the sa.global Labs, where you're the head of, where that comes in. Can we just say a bit about that as well?
Yeah, sure. Because we've been talking a lot with our clients, right? So as you said before, everything starts on Azure, because when you're talking about AI, right? So our clients doesn't necessarily want to have their data going outside their tenant, right? So one of the premises that we are working is that all the agents that we are developing and all the AI solutions that we are building, right? We reside inside our client's tenant. So that's an important aspect, okay? Another element that we are bringing to Empower right? In addition to what we are developing in the products, is basically that Microsoft is now will push Dynamics 365 to become a kind of headless transactional system, right? And then Copilot and any other conversational interface will be the interface that will drive agents, right, in the future there. This now will be called some kind of autonomous enterprise, right? So companies will run and the interfaces will move just to a different paradigm in the future. I think that's what we expect, right, to bring to Empower, right? In addition to the current way that our users interact with Dynamics and with Evergreen. But I think that one of the most important aspects of what we are bringing is the last layer, right? Because as soon as we move right to just bringing new experiences and new interfaces to the users and new interactions between agents and everything, in the labs, we are trying to discuss the hard problems, right, that our clients had. So moving outside the technical elements, we've been talking to CEOs and CFOs, CEOs and CIOs of our clients, right? Understanding on how those new tools and these new paradigms of automations could leverage their businesses, right? In terms of the processes and how we can help them, right, to move the needle. So from the labs, we developed this methodology that is just focused on that, right? On helping our clients to identify opportunities where we can leverage the power of all those layers together, right? In order to bring transformation. Of course, we know that this is something that takes time because we have to consider our clients' maturity, the availability of their data or something, right? But we are doing this in collaboration with our clients, in creating initiatives that can show results very fast in short term, right? And then as soon as our clients are confident of the results, then we transfer the knowledge for them. And that's the beauty of building everything inside Azure, right? And the Microsoft components, because our clients will be able to extend that by themselves, okay? Because what we see in the future is that Microsoft will bring their agents that will be standard into Dynamics, okay? We, as sa.global, will bring our agents that will be specialized for service-centric, right? They will act as a kind of proactive managers that will look to the processes, to the data, and will be active actors, right? On driving and pushing the processes in collaboration with the users, right? And even our clients, after we transfer the knowledge for them, we'll be able to build their own agents, right? And then in the future, with new protocols in place, like we have now MCP and A2A, those agents, they will not compete with each other. They will collaborate with each other to exchanging information between them and then helping in this process of automation, right? So that's the last layer, is just this orchestration between leveraging the power of all the tools Microsoft will make available inside Azure, right? With the extensions that we as specialists on service-centric are doing in the last mile, with this collaboration that we are doing with our clients on how to build the last mile, right, for that is totally connected to their strategy, their positioning, trying to help them leverage as much as possible efficiency, right? Full efficiency into their processes.
Yeah, so the customer can kind of go along that journey with you and sa.global Labs to kind of work through their business processes, and then they can kind of take advantage of all these layers where they've kind of got the Microsoft platform built on top with the Evergreen platform, which kind of unifies that data. And then we've got the Empower apps, which we can you can spend your day in and work on. And then you've got the sa.global Labs, which you've kind of described that journey you can go on with the customers to look at their business processes and see how they can utilize AI to improve.
Yeah, sure. And I think that the mind shift here, right, is to stop thinking in terms of silos and departments, right, and just understanding the full business cycle, right, and how that intelligence, not corporate knowledge layer that we're bringing, right, will be the fuel that will drive innovation for the future, right? So and this is a process, right, that we have to design together. That's an important element on this, Chris, because technology move much faster than the organizations, right, and the corporations. And then we are basically trying to be this bridge, right, to be between both, try to just understand, right, and be this enabler, right, that help our clients to leverage as much as possible the new elements, new components, new technologies, right? But that's supposed to be meaningful for them, not just because it's cool or because it's hype, right? But because that drives concrete results for them.
So you're kind of understanding the rapid innovation, the new things that come out, and helping them, the customer, understand how they can use them to benefit their kind of business processes and stuff, rather than just putting in kind of new AI things that are coming about all the time, sort of thing.
Yeah, and we're using a conservative approach because we never do anything without a definition of the KPIs and measurable results, how we measure success, right? And how we measure value that those investments will bring to the organization too.
Okay. Oh, well, that's been great, Moacyr. Thanks for providing that overview and joining us on the second podcast. It's been great to have you on here, and thanks everyone for joining us today.
Thank you, Chris. See you again.
Thanks, Moacyr.